What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Yours truly, Kendrick McKnight here, back again with another video. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content. This is an emergency beneath the surface podcast episode that I had to do solo dolo, and it was like, I wouldn't necessarily say it was triggering, but like it was one of those questions where like I had to have like a deep dive within myself, like, okay. Like I was having a conversation with someone today about like what is it that we want out of a relationship? What is something that we want out of a partner, right? What is something that we don't want out of a partner and all of that, man. It was just huh, like of course the obvious comes about, for me as far as like family orientation, having goals, being ambitious, wanting a family, wanting marriage, wanting kids. That's those are obvious things. And, a heavy drinker, a heavy smoker are my deal breakers. Um, no ambition, not wanting kids. Those are like the obvious boom, 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 boom things that I prefer in a woman and something that I don't want in a woman, right? But as I went out throughout the day and thought more of this question, like I just did a deep dive into, what is it that I truly don't want in someone, you know what I mean? Just based off of past experiences with other women. And I know it's going to sound crazy because this isn't going to be like super long. I just want to get this off, and it's really good, right? I feel like, and I wanted to get it out, and put it out there for the masses. I don't want a stripper, right? And I know that's like a crazy thing to say. Like, what do you mean? Like, of course, I don't think anyone would want a stripper in their lives. Like, you know, that's crazy. Like, that's like fun time thing. Like, not for someone to take seriously as a wife, kids, have kids with and all that. But like, from my perspective, I don't want a stripper in my life, meaning that I don't want someone, whether she does it directly or indirectly, strip me of my masculinity. What do I mean by that? Right? I've had experiences of someone, you know, not liking certain things that I personally do as Kendrick, right? Because it messes up her imagery and her perception of what people may think of her or see her. Like, oh, I don't like you doing this, Kendra, because if you do that, then so and so is. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, this is who I am. This is what you signed up for when you first met me, and I told you verbatim, like, hey, this is what I like to do. But since I don't fit your supposed narrative, or whatever society says that, oh, men are supposed to do this and Kendra, you do that, like you're a fucking kid. You know what I mean? Like that's dumb to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want someone to strip me of Kendrick being Kendrick. You know what I mean? Like uh, not just women, but men too. We have this thing where like we go along with what society says and does, right? Oh, well, society says that a man is supposed to have a high credit score, like what I'm saying, like a 7, 8, 900. A man is supposed to have, the brand new 2026 in the garage, right? Uh, Society says that a man is, supposed to be within his career and within a certain uh finance, situation by the time he's 25 or 28 or 30, right? Society says that a man is supposed to be, 6 foot, 7 foot, you know what I mean? Like, you know, athletic muscles from head to toe. That's the look. That's the fantasy that what society says a man is supposed to do and be like and look like and come across as, right? A strong leader, a strong provider, and all these things. Like, of course, these intangible things are true, but like the the imagery, the look of what a man is supposed to be like is very false in my opinion. I feel like you can look any type of way as a person as long as you have your shit together and you are accountable within yourself, then yeah, that's what makes you a man. You provide, you do this and you do that, you lead, and you are accountable amongst yourself, whether good, bad, or indifferent and ugly, not just within your partner, but for within yourself. I feel like that is a major element into what makes a man, right? I feel like I was a victim of one of those situations where it's like, oh, Kendra, the way you talk, the way you act, it's not manly. Like, what do you mean? You know what I mean? Like, what is being manly? You feel what I'm saying? Like, what is that? Like, I get it. Every person, every woman has their ideal, you know. And I've said this before, and I would die on this hill. I feel like not all women, but majority of women in this world, grew up with an ideal um imagery of what their dream man is supposed to be like and look like and come across as. And 9 times out of 10, you end up marrying or having kids with someone that's the total opposite, So I will forever preach to people about like going outside of your box, going outside of your normal norm of what men that you go after, or even women. You know what I mean? There's guys that have an ideal way of what their woman is supposed to do and be like and look like. You know what I'm saying? Like, get out of your comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know who will truly make you happy in life. And so, like, I don't want someone to strip me of me being me. Like, I would never um, act a certain way. Who I am today, I would never act a certain way just to keep someone around. Like, what you see literally is what you get. Like, I'm in this space now where it's like, I am who I am. Like, I am very honest. I'm a very upfront person, I would say. Um, I overthink. I, you know, can be, very to myself and just very nonchalant at times. But like that doesn't take away who I am as a person. Like once someone breaks the code and actually gets inside of the mind and the barricade of which I put up, and you get to know me for real, like I'm probably like the most laid back, honest, um, funny. I'm very funny. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a funny guy, very comical, um, and just willing to do my part for you. Like I don't want someone to strip me of little intangibles that I do just to fit who you are. You know what I mean? Like my for example, right? If we are at a family gathering or family function, and whether it's, your family, your friends, my family, your friends, or a mixture, and people go to you and be like, "Oh, Kendra, I mean, so and so, um, why does Kendrick do this? Why does Kendrick do that? Like, why do he act like this? Why does he act like that? Why is he wearing this? Why is he wearing that? What's going on? Like, what's wrong with him?" My ideal woman, I want her to say, "Hey, that's just who he is." You know what I mean? Like, what you see is what you get. Kendrick is exactly who he says he is. Kendrick is a very unique and very um just individualistic person. You know what I'm saying? Like Kendrick marches to his own beat, to his own drum. And shoot, I don't even know why he do what he does. But guess what? That's my guy, that's my man, and I love the guy. Now, what other questions do you have? You know what I'm saying? Like I would want someone to just accept me. Like, of course, there's accountability involved if I fuck up in any capacity, as far as not communicating this or communicating that, or I come across a certain way that triggers you or made you feel away. Like, of course, I'm willing to adjust to that. But what makes me me character wise as a fucking person? No, I don't see myself ever doing that again. Like I've been down that road. I've been down, you know, that boulevard. And it's not a good road to be on. You know what I'm saying? It's a dead end because you're slowly giving someone the license to strip you down and be a version of what they want you to be to fit them. You know what I mean? And you're slowly losing yourself. So ultimately, yes, I don't want someone to strip me anymore. You know what I mean? And if certain people have a problem or issue about that, like that's cool. That's fine. You know what I mean? Like I'm okay with simply walking away from someone, knowing that I have my dignity intact. I have my character still intact. I have my soul still intact. And I'm being me. I'm being Kendrick. I would rather walk away from someone knowing that I'm being myself, I'm being me, I'm being Kendrick versus just sticking around with someone knowing that I'm not truly happy because I'm just being a certain way or acting a certain way just because, this person, doesn't like certain versions of myself. Not in a like way of not in a way of you asking nicely, but like you're in like a demeaning way. You know what I mean? Like it's weird. It's just a weird life, and I lived that once before. And like I said, I'm in a space nowadays where it's like I'm appreciating what I see in the mirror. I'm appreciating who I am, and I'm in love with that. I'm in love with the person that I see in the mirror nowadays. And you always have to make sure that person is good and taken care of. You know what I'm saying? And making sure that you're treating yourself. So many times throughout the years, like I'll constantly give and give and give and give and give and give. And then I lay down at night and I realized like I didn't do absolute shit for myself. Like nothing. Because I felt like at one point in my life, the gift of life is being there for other people and seeing that satisfaction amongst their faces and not pretty much not getting it reciprocated, right? Whether it's family, friends, or more specifically in this conversation, as far as romantic partners. Um, and I'm done with that life, bro. I'm in a space now where it's like, okay, cool. Like I'm more than willing to see where things go with someone, but like I still want to have time for me as well. You know what I mean? Long day at work. Last thing I want to do is I ain't gonna say it like that. Like I just need space or a time frame to just reset myself. Like I've been around people all day, and next thing I do, I want to text someone for 24 hours. You know what I mean, or 7 hours. Um, or call someone. Like I truly am about making time for someone. But I also want to make time for me as well, right? Um, you know what I mean? Because again, like I know what it's like to be that guy. To because I used to be that guy. Like I used to be that guy that used to text women, a woman, instantly. You know what I mean? Like I used to be one of those people. Like instantly, as soon as you text me, I'm texting back. Like I would stop doing what I'm doing just to give you my time. And that may work for certain people. That may work for certain guys, and that's just the way they're wired. And certain women may like that out of a guy and wanting that constant attention. But like I'm willing to give you attention, but not as much as you prefer. I don't know if that's a good thing to say, but like of course I'm willing to give you attention. That's what it's all about, like getting to know someone, right? um but I also want to make sure that who I see is taken care of. Like in order to love someone, ultimately, you have to love yourself. And I don't want to ever be in a position where I'm doing this woman injustice because I'm putting on a show as if everything's great within myself, trying to put up this facade like everything's good, everything's great, everything's Gucci, right? But like in the inside, like I'm just fucked up because I'm trying to put on this face as if like everything's good just to keep you around, but really like I'm just terrible, right? So you always have to make sure that you're making time for you. And yeah, you know what I mean? And so um I don't want a stripper. You know what I'm saying? I know that's a crazy thing to say. Crazy thing to say. But I ultimately want someone to just accept me for me, and know that like Kendrick is Kendrick, but like he's a good dude. He's a great guy. He's interesting, funny. I always got to put that funny in there. He's funny. Been through a lot, you know. I mean, if you've been living under a rock, everybody pretty much knows about my father and him passing away when I was real young, and without that male figure, major male figure, like I still to this day, as a 28-year-old, on my way to 29, God willing, I'm still figuring the shit out on how to be a man. So like, please forgive me on if I mess up in any capacity and I'm failing you in any capacity of what a man is supposed to be and want to be in someone's life, right? I'm still trying to figure it out. I I hate this notion that a man is supposed to figure shit out immediately when he first starts talking to someone. You know what I mean? Like I hate that. Like everybody has their own shit that they're dealing with, and certain people takes time. Like God works with everybody within their own paces. Like what's wrong with meeting someone as their journey is going? You know what I mean? I don't have it all right now. Like I'm not in my career, nowhere near it. I'm taking leaps and dives, but I'm not here. I'm here right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I just want someone to understand like, yeah, I'm nowhere near my goal. I'm nowhere near my dream, but I'm literally making strides. This notion that I'm supposed to have it all together is BS to me. You know what I mean? Like what's wrong with joining me within my journey and we can help each other out, or you can be my backbone and constantly push me. And as I continue to rise the ranks, you feel what I'm saying? Um, yeah, like this whole thing where it's like someone has to have it all together and figure it out and life figure it out. I hate that. You know what I mean? Um, Absolutely hate it. And again, like every woman is different. Every woman likes what it likes and prefers what they would prefer in a man. But like with me, I am a dreamer. And where I'm at is like, yeah, my job is cool, but you always got to remember the goal. The goal is not to be here forever. And it's not like I'm not absolutely doing nothing in strides into my goal to make those little steps to get to my goal. You know what I mean? Like this is just a front. This is just what keeps me alive and keeps the lights on. But like you gotta remember, like I'm doing this, I'm doing this too. Like I'm making videos, like I'm doing this, I'm doing that. You feel what I'm saying? Um, Emailing, you know what I'm saying? On calls as a group, as a group, as um a pack, making plans, doing this and doing that. So like I have my hands on a lot of things. So it's not like I'm not doing absolutely nothing. You feel what I'm saying? And so yeah, man, like I'm just in that world and come from that world. You know what I mean? Um Acceptance and understanding is the name of the game for me as far as what I what I want in a partner. You feel what I'm saying? Um and know that like dude, like I'm trying. Like I'm literally on my journey. I'm on my way to where I want to be. You feel what I'm saying? Um yeah, hell yeah. Don't strip me down. I appreciate it. I can unclothe myself. I can do that. I'm grown. I'm an adult. You know what I mean? So like don't break me down because, you want to fit the narrative or whatever social media or societal thing that's going on right now. Or try to be something that you're not, trying to make a front in front of your fans, your friends or your family. Um, this is me. This is Kendrick, in the flesh. I'm more than willing to accommodate if there's things that I do or say that's triggering. Like I don't want to trigger you on fucking purpose, but I'm willing to adapt. I'm willing to um, change things up, whatever that may be. That is for sure triggering and all that. And but yeah, don't try to switch me up to fit whatever thing you got going on. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's the message for today. I'm done ranting. This is yours truly, man. Uh, you know, you know me. And bro, make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Um Beneath the surface, where we are unpacking the unseen, one conversation at a time. So do me a favor, man. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. And until my next one, yes, sir.